Hi, I'm Jeff Saylor, and today I want to let you know about something that really big happened. The FASB has finally issued their first standard on the accounting for and disclosure for certain crypto assets. In other words, they are finally discussing the issue of cryptocurrency. There was an update issued today. Richard Jones, who heads up the Financial Accounting Standards Board, says the new standard responds to feedback from stakeholders of all backgrounds who indicated that improving the accounting for and disclosure of crypto assets should be a top priority for the board. He stated that it will provide investors and other capital allocators with more relevant information that better reflects the underlying economics of certain crypto assets and an entity's financial position while reducing the cost and complexity associated with applying current accounting. Now, is this a perfect standard? Probably not, but the good news it's a first attempt. Of course, crypto has been in the news quite a bit currently because of the FTX trial and such and what happened there. Ironically, what happened there really had nothing to do with cryptocurrency. It had everything to do with just some guy stealing from his company. But it also points out the fact that we just really don't understand this concept and never have. You know, what is cryptocurrency? You know, what is Bitcoin? Is it like a foreign currency? Well, maybe it has some of those attributes, but there's no company's economy backing it up. And is it a financial asset in the first place? And the good news is the FASB thought about this a long time ago and said, no, it's not. It's a non-financial asset. Well, why? Well, because in order to get any financial value out of it, you have to sell it. It's almost like a collector card. And so it has value because people have faith in it and such. So it makes it a very, very odd animal here. Now, how does this improve the accounting? Well, it requires an entity to measure them at fair value, which to me is the only thing that makes any sense. They're very volatile, and so we want to measure them at fair value, and the offset goes right into the net income where it should. So it keeps right there, very volatile, and then there it is. Now, in addition to that, we've got various disclosures out there about their significant holdings, contractual sales restrictions, which is kind of interesting because fair value is market-based, not entity-specific. And so those sales restrictions, it's interesting, while it doesn't affect their fair value, we do want to talk about that from the perspective of the entity holding these things. And then, of course, we're going to talk about the changes during the period on there. Now, what is this going to apply to? Well, it's going to apply to any of these things. First, the item we're looking at has to meet the definition of an intangible, and that's defined in the FASB codification. It cannot provide the asset holder with enforceable rights or claims to underlying goods, services, or other assets. And most of your cryptocurrencies do not, okay? Has to be created or reside on a distributed ledger, something like a blockchain. And what they added in this that wasn't in the original exposure drafts was a similar technology, because limiting it to blockchain didn't pick up a lot of items. Has to be secured through cryptography. One of the things about cryptocurrency is it tends to be secure, but we found through various cases it's not as secure as we thought it was. They have to be fungible. It's like a dollar. A dollar is a dollar. It doesn't matter how ugly it is. A dollar is a dollar. A Bitcoin's a Bitcoin. And are not created or issued by the reporting entity or its related parties, because obviously there you've got a whole different animal going on. So that's the basics without getting too far into it. Clearly, I'm going to be including this in my agenda for next year's presentation, and we'll go into it in detail with various examples and things to make this work for you. Now, having said that, when is this effective? This is effective for fiscal years beginning after December 15th of 2024. So it's not really going to come into play for another year, and that's good because it's going to give people time to get ready and fully understand it. So hopefully that gets you started. If you want to take a look at this update yourself, all you have to do is go to FASB.org and go to the standards and download it. So good luck.